This is a Brompton C-Line folding bicycle, and this is a Honda Motocompacto folding electric briefcase scooter. And today we're gonna be putting these two head to head with a battery of tests, including a drag race, a hill climb, an off-road challenge, oh yeah, a local errand for the sake of practicality, and then I've got some impact tests planned that I'll tell you more about later. So in a moment, we'll get started with that drag race, but first, we have to unfold these. 1, 2, 3, go. Done. So Brompton's folding mechanism is kind of legendary, and so I'm not surprised that it won this challenge easily.
Done.
So Brompton 1, Motocompacto 0, onto the drag race. So there's a dirt road over there on the right. It's almost exactly a quarter mile from where we are now. So this is a proper drag race. So I guess it's meat versus lithium. Which team are you on?
I can't. As fast as it'll go.
Let's see if I get tired. Oh yeah. Maybe he'll catch up to me.
There's no chance.
I wonder if he'll even catch up to those runners. Oh man, I took him to Gapville. Beanies. Oh my God, here he comes. You can do it. Yes! So I guess if you want to get someplace fast, this is not going to be your guy.
No, but I mean, it takes no effort, right? You just push the button, unless you want to go faster than, you know, a light jog.
Well, I guess that's another win for meat power. Is there any particular reason why this is slower than a $300 Amazon scooter? I don't know, but it's going to get a chance to redeem itself in the next challenge, because if it's got torque, it can beat me in the hill challenge. So in a moment, we're gonna do that hill climb challenge, but first I wanna talk about portability, because after all, that's the selling point of both of these. And if you look, the Motocompacto looks like it's a lot larger than the Brompton, but in reality, it's very slim and actually feels pretty natural to carry. But that doesn't really tell the full story, because this thing is pretty heavy. So our Brompton weighs 28.5 pounds, or in kilograms, 12.83. Let's see what the Motocompacto weighs. 41 pounds, 4 ounces, or in kilograms, that's 18.55 kilograms. So this thing's pretty hefty, and actually it gets way worse in terms of portability. The Brompton has easy wheels, and so you can just kind of easily roll it back and forth. This actually has resistance on the wheels, and so it's not easy to push at all. And because it's got a big battery, you couldn't take it on an airplane even if you wanted to. But with all that weight, it makes you wonder, what are they hiding inside of this thing? Could it be torque? All right, first to the top of the hill. Whoever passes the camera first wins. Predictions?
It could be a toss-up, but I think I have an advantage.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna lay waste to that thing.
I need to win something today, okay?
1, 2, 3, go.
This isn't going well. So it lost power. It doesn't have enough torque to get up the hill.
Woo-hoo! He can't even make it straight up the hill. He's like making his own switchbacks. Oh, it's so bad. All right, this is your finish. Yeah. So what is that, 3 for meat? No, it's 4 because there's portability. I'd say that the Brompton definitely wins that. Hill climb, drag race, folding challenge. This thing kind of sucks. This thing has got to be really good for something, because Honda knows what they're doing. They're a big company, they have great engineers. The thing's probably really well built. It's just heavy and underpowered, and at least it looks really good, right?
Yeah, you know, they say something's better than nothing sometimes, but this might be between something and nothing.
Let's see if it's good at something practical like running errands.
they sock type. Funny sitcom, dirty rock type. Me, I'm on Coinbase, checking stock price, checking rear view mirrors when I'm at the stoplights.
Oh, sorry. All right, let's redo. So how was that?
Well, I mean, it would have been a lot easier without it.
I think my grocery trip was actually easier with the Brompton.
Yeah.
So I guess the Brompton kind of won that one too, but next things are gonna get a little bit more violent. This is where the off-road test starts, and I'll be conducting the test personally on the Brompton and the Motocompacto because if I'm being honest, Dan was being a little bit rough on this thing, and it's borrowed. This belongs to Sean from Bikes and Beards, and he loves the thing. It would just be terrible if anything happened to it, and so we're gonna be really careful. So the way the off-road test is gonna go is we're gonna start on this rock, pick a line down, right out to that road over there, and then go to the baseball field, turn around, come back up the road, and then stop up there, and the off-road test is done. I'm gonna do it on the Brompton first, and then the Motocompacto. Just gotta pick my way down here, and then it's out to the ball field. Not too bad. This road is pretty rough, but not much different from what you would expect to find in an urban environment. Gotta kind of pick your line at times. There are ruts and potholes and things. But this is what bicycles are good at, even bicycles with tiny wheels like this. Turn around at the ball field and make it back up to the street. So far, no close calls. Everything's been super easy. Whew. Things got a little sketchy back there in the loose stuff. Okay, it goes uphill right there, and it gets kind of janky. Okay, little bump. Go in between here. Whew. All right, challenge complete. So if I'm being honest, that was really easy for the Brompton, but that's kind of why I chose it. I don't even know if the Motocompacto is going to be able to do this, but let's give it a try. Oh, boy. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. I hit a root and it was not good. Oh. Oh. Okay, we're home free. I got the throttle pinned. Wow. Yeah, if you encountered any type of off-road in the city, even like a little dirt road leading somewhere, and I know cities have bad streets sometimes, this thing would have trouble. Okay, is it gonna make it up that? It's actually bogging down pretty good. Okay, yeah, it gets loose up here. I knew it was gonna have trouble. All right, we have made it to the ball field. Okay, let's get a running start here on the pavement. See if we can make it back. I'm worried. I'm worried it won't make it up to the road. Is this thing front wheel drive? This is definitely front wheel drive. Oh my goodness. Honestly, this isn't even rough for a gravel road. There are city streets that are worse than this. I guess in Japan where everything's perfect. Okay, we gotta be really careful about picking our lines here. Oh, can't do that. My goodness. This is not good. Okay, are we gonna make it? I can't go up that bump. Let me see if I can get up here. Okay. Are we gonna make it up to the street? It gets a little steep here. Oh, I think we might make it. Okay, let's give it some help. Yes! It completed the off-road challenge just barely, but to be fair, this is more of like a country off-road challenge. In urban environments, sometimes you have to ride places that are not necessarily meant to be ridden, and so let's try an urban challenge. Now this is more realistically the kind of shortcut you're gonna find on your way to work. Very easy to do on a bike. We just have a little curb here, a little patch of grass, and then some slick, wet stairs. And I'll show you on the Brompton. You can go down it, no problem. All right, ain't no thing. Bump up. Not bad. Now, it's not ideal, it's not what the Brompton's designed for, but you can do it and you can save a lot of time. Knowing that the Motocompacto will be used in kind of a town, urban environment, I'm sure they designed it to be able to do that as well. I think once I'm over the curb, I'm home free, but I'm a little bit worried because this thing's front wheel drive. Let's try again. I'd say the Brompton won that challenge. The hook to flat test. In a moment, I'm gonna take both of these off of this to flat. And a hook to flat's something that you normally encounter on your way to work, and so they should both be able to handle it. But first, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on both the Brompton and the Motocompacto because, let's be honest, this thing did not perform that well today against our Brompton. I mean, my original Brompton video kind of tells you everything you need to know about that, but this, it's a pretty bad deal for $1,000. I don't even think I mentioned it's $1,000. The Brompton is $2,000. Now, you might think that's not a fair comparison, but I think a $300 Amazon scooter could beat this in every category. Speed, range, performance in every way. The only thing it really has going for it is that Honda name on it. Honda likes to overbuild things. Honda likes to build things that last a long time. Let's see if it'll last off a hook to flat, but I'm gonna warm up on that wedge over there. So I'm gonna take the Brompton off the top of this deck and kind of fly off and land on the wedge. And this is where the Motocompacto might be able to redeem itself because the last time we took a Brompton to a wet skate park, I had to do some work to it. All right, here goes. Off the end of the deck, onto the wedge. Oh, just like a bicycle should. Oh, I think my best bet is gonna not be to really bunny hop. It's gonna be to avoid this coping altogether, come off the end here, and try and just make sure my feet stay on the pegs. It's gonna be violent. It's not gonna sound good, but I think it's gonna work just fine. All right, let's do this. Oh wait, it doesn't wanna go. I've gotta kick it off to make it go. Oh no, that rattled it. It's just the veneer. The actual thing, the thing is good. All right, now for the hook to flat test, Brompton goes first. So to be honest, I don't even know if I've done a drop this big on the Brompton. I probably did on that staircase. This is every day for me. Really kind of felt like nothing. So the wedge actually takes a lot of the sting out of it. Hooking this to flat is gonna be violent. With the Brompton, I can kind of soften it by bringing the back wheel down first. I'm legitimately worried about this. If you like content like this, if you like seeing that bikes can beat anything in the world, let me know and I'll make more. But for now, this is gonna suck. All right, here goes. I guess they tied this one. This one did really, really well. It took the impact like a champ. I think Honda built themselves a really, really strong scooter that has no performance whatsoever. I hope you learned something today. You probably didn't, but I hope you at least found it entertaining. Thanks for riding with us today, and I'll see you next time.